marriages, whoever want to conduct their because kitchen is not updated from 1998. It's almost like now 27 years. If you'd like to do Annadanam, as Mahaperiva has said, out of all the yajnams, which yajnam gives the fastest result? Anna yajnam. If you give Annadanam to somebody, immediately the fire, which is Chataragni, it is going to burn the food and gives out the energy. So Annadanam is the most shreshtam of all the danams. If you are interested, please talk to the volunteers here, and if you could do, even it may not be donation, if you know a contractor, because we are just starting with a scratch now, if you would like to do, if you know a contractor who can help us, definitely come and talk to us. We are starting to build this. And we are trying to extend the bathrooms. We just have 2 bathrooms in this building, so we want to add some more bathrooms. So if you are interested in that too, please come along. Thank you so much. Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, at the lotus feet of Ayya and Amma.
Minutes. Namaskaram. Anybody coming for the first time? First timers? I don't think so. There are 1 or 2, 3, 4, suddenly one after the other coming up. Okay. So all first timers, welcome to the temple. And not exactly first timers, welcome again. Okay. And you have chosen a beautiful occasion to start your journey. And I always tell people, and I can't say enough, that it's a very, very special place. It is not a regular temple per se. It's something very unique. Something about 10,000 miles away from what we call as Veda Bhumi, the India, okay, 10,000 miles away from there, having this kind of a kshetram is definitely not a coincidence. Then what exactly it is? The answer lies in that mystic journey that you guys are going to undertake. That's all I can say. Because this temple is founded by my Guru Chaitanya Saraswati, who hails from Sri Lanka and who was initiated into this path by his Guru and our Paramaguru Amritanandanatha Saraswati. And these two are eminent scholars in their own line, so to say. Okay, in the sense, my Guru is an architect, and his Guru, he is a nuclear physicist. So, more often than not, we would like to refer to ourselves as belonging to a lineage of highly technical Swamis. Okay, so much so, they have put in their best foot forward to interpolate, to intertwine the concepts of modern science, the so-called modern science, with the concepts of the ancient spiritualism, saying that these two things are not different. Some people say, okay, where our science ends, the spiritualism begins. All those, they are all confusing statements. The way, at least the way I grasp from so many people speaking is, the science is essentially the quest outside of us. And spiritualism is essentially the quest inside of us. How many people speak Telugu here? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. గణపతి సత్యనారాయణ స్వామి అని ఒక మాట చెప్పారనమాట, అంతర్ముఖంగా చూసుకుంటే నీ గురువు నీలోనే ఉన్నాడు. Okay? So, when you look within yourself, you will see the Guru inside you right right by self there. Because okay, let me give you a classic example. What is the difference? What exactly is this looking inside and looking outside? During marriage, we'll point to Vasishtha and Arundhati. Why? Did anybody ask the question why? Vasishtha and Arundhati, according to modern science, it is a twin star system. It is two stars. And there are several twin star systems across the galaxy, across several millions of galaxies out there. The twin star system is basically, our system is a single star system. A sun, and then there are a lot of planets going around. Right? Like that, there are so many solar systems, millions and millions of solar systems. Whereas in the case of a twin star system, you have one star and another star going around it, not a planet. That is a twin star system. Now, there you have got a big star and a small star going around it. Fine, fair enough. What is special about this? In the case of Vasishtha and Arundhati, I just kicked myself, I forgot the modern names of these two stars. Okay? In this case, these two stars, they each goes around the other. That means there is a imaginary center in between, they just go around like this. That means there is no a person-centric situation there. The husband and wife, each should revolve around the other. The life of each should revolve around the other. Both are equal. To say that, to denote that, they point to this particular twin star system. Okay? But now, that's fine. The Purana stories and all that are there about it. But setting that apart, the deeper question comes, how did you know that there is a twin star system out there? Okay, first of all, it is not even properly visible to the naked eye. But then they are able to see it. They realize that there are two stars. And then they realize from billions of miles, probably several hundred light years, I don't know how far the system is. From this point, how did they know that there are two stars out there revolving one around the other? And without using telescopes. So, our science found the significance of it by looking outward. They invented telescopes, they measured the movements and whatnot and whatnot. That is science. These rishis, they look inward and found it. That is spiritualism. Now, what's the difference? Or in the sense, why don't we just follow one? Why do you want both? Typically, what happens in the case of science, mass manufacturing is a possibility. One size fits all. If you want to build 10,000 houses of the same type, science will help you better. But if you want to build a temple, like something like Halebid, where there are 3,000 elephants around the temple, no two elephants are alike. Spiritualism helps. Okay? Spiritualism is an individualized path. It's a very highly individualized path. That's why when I was talking to Ayya, Guru Padaka, the Guru Padaka mantra that he gave me was different from what he gave to the other person. Both are Guru Padakas. I asked him, why is the difference? He said, your disease is different from his. That individualized path, that totally, entirely custom-made path is spiritualism. And Sri Vidya is one among them. How many of you are into IT? Very few. How many of you are doctors? None. The reason I say that is, there is a lot of similarity, at least as I see. Are we done? Yeah. There's still a few more minutes. There's a lot of similarity as I see, because I too am into some kind of IT, so to say, information technology. It is so much akin to the so-called object-oriented programming system. Oops. Okay? The reason I say that is, are we done? Okay. Pardon? So, what happens is, in the case of object-oriented programming, you will say there is a superclass, right? The superclass will encompass all methods, attributes, objects, everything. And then you get a few of those objects and create a subclass. Right? That is object-oriented programming. That's how you continue further. And what do you call this methodology of deriving or just using a few of those objects? What's the technology called? What is that called? The concept. Inheritance. Right? That's what we say. God made a human as an image of himself. A subclass is formed. And now this subclass will not have access to the other methods, other objects. What is the mechanism you use there? What do you call that? The subclass will not have access to the other methods. What do you call that? Encapsulation. Come on. Encapsulation. Right? Encapsulation is what we call in our spiritual parlance Maya. Okay? We all, that's why Satya Sai Baba, when he was saying, I am God. And one of the reporters went and challenged him. You seem to claim that you are God. Is that true? He said, yes. Then he said, not only am I God, you are God too. He told the reporter. But the difference is, I know I am God, but you don't. That's the difference. So the difference comes from the concept called Maya, hallucination or encapsulation. He is encapsulated in a particular sheath because of which the person is not able to see the other side. Now, how do you break encapsulation? Hacking. Simple, right? Hacking. Right? All this sadhana, be it a spiritual, your puja or your homam, dhyanam, snanam, sandhya, japo, homo, devatanam, chapujanam, atityam, all these things, they are all several methodologies to break through the, or to hack through the encapsulation. See? You have just been working with Microsoft. Go a little further, you will see Devi. That's all it is. There's not much of a difference. Okay? So, because that's why, you see, now go ahead. I will. No, I'm done here because other they are going to start off. One small announcement, very interesting one, please.
Srimatre Namaha. There is a very beautiful Bharatanatyam performance today at 4:30. It's by Miss Sweta Pararajasingham. So today from 4:30 to 5:30. So if you are here after prasadam, you take the lunch prasadam. Please do stay back and encourage the artist. Srimatre Namaha.
Okay. Alankaram is complete. Naivedyams are ready. Just hold off for a little bit, for another moment. Let the Naivedyams pass by. After that, starting with the first timers, followed by the long distance flyers, followed by the rest. Please move into the sanctum, centralize towards the Vajastambam, leave the central path open, try to stay away from the Sannidhi of Bhairava, Kamakshi and Bhagavan Satyasai. Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Please enjoy the final Arati. After that, Mahaprasadam will be dispersed. 1 second, let the prasadams come by. Just stay where you are. Hello. Sponsors should lead the way. and get into the sanctum right away.
नैवेद्यं गृह्यतां देवी भक्तिं मे कुशलं कुरु ईप्सितं मे वरं देहि नित्यतृप्ते नमोऽस्तु ते अमृतमहानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि
அம்மா உட்காருவாங்க. कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानसको परेण नाकन्वितं गुहायां विभ्राजते तत्तरयो विशन्ते वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगात् हृदयशुद्धतत्त्वाः हे ब्रह्मलोके तु परात्मकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे निग्रहं विभावं परमे स्वभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसङ्गस्थम् तत्रापि दग्धं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन्यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यं यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः नीराजनदीपं दर्शयामि आचमनं समर्पयामि रक्षां धारयामि सोमवायेदस्य राजमादत्ते यो राजा सङ्गाजो वा सोमेन यजते देवस्ववेदानि विवेकं च भवन्ते एतावन्तो वै देवानागं सवाः एवास्मै समान् प्रेच्छन्ते येनं पुनः सुबन्धे राज्याय देवसु राजा भवति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः सर्वमङ्गले सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते जय नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते माधवविदात्रमन्मदस्कन्दनन्दीन्द्रवनचन्द्रकुबेरगस्त्यक्रोधभट्टारक विद्यात्मिके कल्याणतत्त्वत्रयरूपे शिवशिवात्मिके परिपूर्णब्रह्मशक्ते महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी तव श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः Kunta triketa kunta 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 triketa dagata keta dagata kunta triketa kunta triketa dagata keta dagata kunta triketa kunta tri tanna junne dimmi kunta triketa dagata kunta triketa kunta dagata kunta triketa kunta dagata kunta triketa kunta triketa tri tanna junne dimmi kunta dagata kunta triketa kunta dagata kunta triketa kunta dagata kunta triketa Tari tanah jurik timit tundar gedak tari kita tundar gedak tari kita tundar gedak tari kita tari tanah jurik timit tundar gedak tari kita tundar gedak tari kita tundar gedak ತನ ಜುನಿ ತಿಮಿ ತೊಂದರೆಗಿದ
स्वामिने नमः अमृतमहानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि ज्वालजडाधरं स्वयमलं रक्ताङ्गतेजोमयं धृत्वा शूलपाशकपालडमुरुगं लोकस्य रक्षाकरं निर्वाणं शनवाहनं तृणयनम् आनन्दकोलाहलं वन्दे सर्वभूतपिशाचनाथवडुगं क्षेत्रस्य बालं शिवं शुनध्वजाय विद्महे त्रिशूलहस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो भैरव प्रचोदयात् श्रीमस्कलरीमस्रसौः महापद्मवनान्तस्ते कारणानन्दस्वर्णविग्रहे सर्वभूतगते नादाय हि परमेश्वर क्षेत्रपालभैरवम् आवाहयामि ध्यायामि सम्पूजयामि नमः अमृतमहानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् परोरस्य सावतोमापो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्सुवरो देवसविदप्रसवामृतमस्त्वमृतोपस्तरणमसि सत्यं दुर्तेन परिषिञ्जामि ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानीयं समर्पयामि नीराजनदीपं दर्शयामि ॐ शनध्वजाय विद्महे त्रिशूलहस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो भैरवः प्रचोदयात् कालकपालकल्पान्तक्रोधनोग्रगुञ्चण्डसंहारज्ञानसुवर्णाकर्षण यत्रपालभैरवस्वामिने नमः नीराजनदीपं दर्शयामि नीराजनानन्तरे आचमनं समर्पयामि रक्षां धारयामि ॐ कामाक्षी नमः कामाक्ष्यै नमः कनकदाडङ्गिन्ये नमः रत्नदाडङ्गिन्ये नमः माङ्गल्यबीजनिलयायै नमः मेरुनिलयाय नमः मरदगरत्नाय नमः महापदकाय नमः पदकाय नमः कनकचिन्दागायै नमः कोढ्याणपीडनिलयाय नमः पद्मासनस्थाय नमः पञ्चपुष्पबाणकस्थाय नमः शुभगस्ताय नमः अङ्कुशगस्ताय नमः नवरत्नमौल्ये नमः चन्द्रशेखर्ये नमः पाशगस्ताय नमः इक्षुदण्डनरुहस्ताय नमः कामकोटिपीठनिलयाय नमः दुर्वासृषिपूजिताय नमः मातृदेव्यै नमः कल्याण्यै नमः परदेवतायै नमः कामाक्ष्यै नमः कामाक्ष्यै नमः गुरुदेवाय विद्महे परब्रह्माय धीमहि तन्नो गुरुः प्रचोदयात् साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यस्य देवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् देवं दर्शयामि पुष्पैः पूजयामि ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं कुरुगुल्लायाः कुरुगुल्ले ह्रीं नव सर्वजनं वशमा ह्रीं स्वाहा श्रीमस्कलरीं सरसो महाभद्रान्तस्ते कारणानन्दबलिमण्डपे सर्वभूतगते माता ये परमेश्वरी कुरुगुल्लादेवपदजगदमावाहयामि ध्यायामि सम्पूजयामि नमः कंसशिवत्सोऽहम् कंसशिवत्सोऽहं कंसक स्वरूपनिरूपणहेतवे स्वगरवे श्रीज्ञानाम्ब समेत श्री चैतन्यानन्दनाथ श्रीगुरुश्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः बलिद्रव्याय नमः ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं कुरुगुल्लायाः कुरुगुल्ले मम सर्वजनं वशमाने ह्रीं स्वाहा कुरुगुल्लाय स्वाहा कुरुगुल्लाय इषदे बलिर्नमः सर्वदेवेभ्यो सर्वगणेभ्यो सर्वयोगिनीभ्यो सर्वविघ्नकर्तृभ्यः सर्वभूतेभ्यो हुं फट् स्वाहा प्राणापकुण्डनाधेनो योनि नमस्कारमुद्रां प्रदर्श्य ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि वटपटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम् सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमाराध त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखश्चेददक्षं नमामि ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभम्बराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पस्रजं प्रसन्नं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्चरसगं सगं तदभिधानपूर्वं गुरुम् गुरुभ्यो नमः नीराजनदीपं दर्शयामि आचमनं समर्पयामि पुष्पैः पूजयामि ॐ तजपीठपञ्जरस्थाने ध्वजपीठपञ्जरस्थाने पूर्वदिग्भागे श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ध्वजपीठपञ्जरस्थाने उत्तरदिग्भागे श्रीविद्यादेव्यै नमः ध्वजपीठपञ्जरस्थाने पश्चिमदिग्भागे भुवनेश्वर्यै नमः कुजपीठपञ्जरस्थाने दक्षिणदिग्भागे श्रीराजराजेश्वर्यै नमः गजदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः नीराजनदीपं दर्शयामि पुष्पैः पूजयामि ॐ बाणरावणचण्डीशान् गरुडादयः साम्बपरमेश्वरप्रसादोऽयं सर्वे गृह्णन्तु शाम्भवाः नीलकण्ठपदाम्बोजपरिस्फुरितमानसा शम्भो सेवाबलं देहि चण्डिकेश नमोऽस्तु ते चण्डचण्डाय विद्महे महाचण्डाय धीमहि तन्नश्चण्डप्रचोदयात् चण्डिकेश्वरम् आवाहयां प्रतिष्ठापयामि पूजयामि नमः अमृतमहानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि चण्डिकेश्वरस्वामिने नमः ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा व्यानाय स्वाहा उदानाय स्वाहा समानाय स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानीयं समर्पयामि नीराजन दीपं दर्शयामि